Have you ever felt like you're racing against the clock, waiting endlessly for answers that never arrive or chances that always seem delayed? Take a deep breath, because Buddhist teachings remind us that nothing ever shows up too early or too late. Every encounter, every challenge, and every blessing in life appears exactly when you are ready to accept it. Stay with me on this path, and you'll realize the perfect moment isn't in the future, it's happening right now. The hidden lesson of time. We live in a world that never seems to slow down. Each day pushes us to chase something: success, instant solutions, or quick results. Time often feels like an opponent, something that keeps us from achieving what we want. But Buddhism offers a different perspective. Time is not against us. It's a guide. How often have you felt anxious because things didn't unfold according to your timeline? Maybe you were hoping for a relationship, a new opportunity, or a big change, and it just never came. Frustration takes hold, and we start to believe life is working against us. But the truth is, there's a larger, unseen rhythm that governs everything, and it never errs. Every event in your life has a perfect moment to reveal itself. It won't arrive too soon or too late. It shows up when you are truly prepared, even if you don't realize it at first. Think of it like a seed buried underground. You can water it and care for it, but you can't rush it to sprout before its time. It will grow when the conditions are right. Reflect on how often forcing things has backfired, and how sometimes the best surprises come when you least expect them. That's the real wisdom of time at work. Buddhism invites us to stop swimming against the current. Running faster or panicking won't help. What's needed is trust. Trust that what belongs to you is already on its way. Trust that every delay carries a lesson or preparation necessary for your growth. Accept this truth. You're not behind schedule or wasting time. You're learning and evolving. Each wait strengthens you, sharpens your awareness, and readies you. When what you desire finally arrives, you'll see it came precisely when it was supposed to. Letting go opens the door to receiving. Have you noticed how exhausting it is to hold on tightly to something? The more you grip, the more it seems to slip through your fingers. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that often, the way to truly get what we need is by learning to let go first. We tend to believe that controlling everything is the only way to feel safe. So we cling to relationships that no longer serve us, jobs that hold us back, and self-images from the past. We fear losing everything if we loosen our hold, but in reality, the opposite is true. When you release, you create space for new blessings to enter. Picture your life like a cluttered room. Unless you clear out some things, nothing new can come inside. The same goes for your mind and heart. If they're filled with fears, regrets, or unrealistic hopes, there's no room for anything better. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or losing hope. It means trusting that the universe knows what's best for you, and life never takes without giving back. Every time you shed a burden, you make way for a fresh opportunity. Maybe you're thinking of someone you can't forget, a project that didn't pan out, or a dream that feels lost. You held on so tightly that you forgot this key truth. Nothing is permanent. Everything changes and transforms. When you embrace this, you'll find that the true gift arrives the moment you relax your grip and open your hands. What you receive then isn't just external. It's peace, clarity, and a lightness inside. Letting go doesn't make you lose anything. It grants freedom. the freedom to breathe easier, face the future without fear, and welcome the present as it is. The next time you feel resistance, ask yourself what you're holding on to that no longer serves you. Listen honestly, and the answer will reveal what's ready to leave your life. Then, as if by magic, what was meant for you will begin to flow in. The Buddhist practice of calm patience. We live in a world that demands instant results. When a message goes unanswered, anxiety creeps in. When a project stalls, frustration sets in. We've been conditioned to think that speed equals happiness, and waiting means wasting time. But Buddhism calls us to rediscover an ancient art: calm patience. Calm patience isn't just about waiting, it's about maintaining peace and confidence even when nothing seems to move forward. It's the wisdom that everything has its own timing, and rushing only causes suffering. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. It needs water, sunlight, and time. No matter how badly you want it, you can't force it to become a tree overnight. Life works the same way. The most valuable rewards need time to mature. Buddhist patience is not passive resignation. It's an active way of being. It means fully living in the present, trusting the process, and resisting the urge to jump ahead. It's learning to breathe through the waiting and see it as part of the journey. How often have you felt guilty for not reaching your goals yet? How often did you think you were wasting time? Actually, that time was a gift, a fertile ground where you were growing, often without even realizing it. Each moment of waiting was preparing, strengthening, and teaching you. Calm patience changes how you see things. Instead of worrying about arriving, you find joy in moving forward. Instead of being a prisoner of impatience, you become a guardian of peace. Every day turns into an opportunity to watch, learn, and breathe with trust. And when you nurture this quality, your whole life changes. Challenges don't disappear, but they no longer overwhelm you. They become chances to practice calm, and delays turn into valuable moments for inner growth. Calm patience is an act of self-love. It reminds you that you don't need to rush to prove your worth, and you don't owe anyone explanations. It's the faith that what you desire will come at exactly the right time. And when it does, you'll see it was worth the wait because you learned to appreciate not just the destination, but the entire path. Cosmic synchronicity. Nothing happens by chance. Have you ever experienced those moments when someone appears in your life unexpectedly, or you hear a phrase that feels like it was meant just for you? Maybe you notice a series of coincidences that make you wonder if it's really all just random luck. Buddhist wisdom has a clear answer. Nothing happens by accident. Everything is connected invisibly, yet perfectly through what's called cosmic synchronicity. Synchronicity is that subtle magic when everything seems to line up just right. Perhaps you're thinking about a friend, and they suddenly call you. Maybe you're searching for an answer and stumble upon the perfect book or message by pure chance. Or you miss what seemed like a golden opportunity, only to find something far better shortly after. These are the moments that hint at a hidden thread weaving together every event in your life. Picture your life as a vast tapestry made up of thousands of threads. You can't see the whole pattern, but each thread has its precise place, creating a flawless design. Sometimes it looks like chaos and disorder, but from a distance, every knot and weave reveals a deep meaning. Buddhism teaches us that meetings, losses, and unexpected turns are never random. Each one carries a lesson. Some people stay with us for years, others pass through briefly, but all have a role. Some teach kindness, others resilience, and some challenge us to face our limits and grow. Embracing this perspective brings more trust and less fear. You don't need to control everything or despair when things don't go your way. You can remind yourself that behind every event lies a hidden logic, that closed doors aren't punishments, but protections or invitations to new paths. When you start recognizing synchronicity, your life changes. You feel less alone, sensing the universe walks beside you. Decisions become clearer as signs guide you, and fear of the future fades because even without seeing the whole picture, you know everything fits into a grand design. Maybe today you're going through confusion, wondering why certain things happened to you or why a plan failed. Pause, breathe, and remember, nothing is random. Even this moment is part of a plan that will reveal its hidden beauty over time. Cosmic synchronicity doesn't ask you to understand everything right away. It only asks for trust. Trust that every step, meeting, loss, and surprise is exactly what you need to become the person you're meant to be. Signs that tell you everything is all right. There are times in life when everything seems to go wrong. Plans stall, people drift away, and dreams feel further than ever. In those moments, your mind whispers doubt. Maybe you're on the wrong path. But Buddhism reminds us that the universe speaks in subtle signals, small clues confirming that, even if it doesn't look like it, everything is unfolding as it should. These signals aren't always grand or obvious. Sometimes they're simple. A phrase you overhear on the street that touches your heart, a song that plays just when you need it, an unexpected conversation offering the answer you sought. They're like little lights lighting your path, reminding you that you're not lost. Many of us are so caught up in worries that we miss them. Our minds are noisy, full of doubts and fears. But if you learn to watch with calm and care, you'll see the signs are always there, not by chance, but to guide and protect you, telling you to keep moving forward. There are also inner signs. Think of the peace you feel after making a difficult but right decision, or the quiet joy that springs up without reason, simply because you're in harmony with your life. These are the most genuine confirmations. When your soul feels light, it means you're exactly where you need to be. Buddhism invites you to listen both to what comes from outside and what rises from within. If a situation constantly brings unrest, or you feel stuck and drained, it's probably not your path. But if, even amid challenges, you sense a thread of serenity and growth, that's a clear sign you're on the right track. Remember, difficulties don't prove you're wrong. They confirm you're undergoing transformation. Often, life sends its most important signals in the hardest moments. A friend showing up just when you need them, a word that gives you strength, a coincidence revealing your direction. Learn to stop, breathe, and observe. You might not see the whole picture yet, but the signs tell you that you're not alone. The universe is with you, and everything is part of a bigger plan. Whenever you receive these signs, let gratitude fill your heart. They're silent messages reminding you of the simplest, most freeing truth. Even when you don't understand it, everything is going well. Accept to move faster. The paradox of Buddhist wisdom. From childhood, we're taught that to change reality, we must fight. We learn to resist, oppose, and struggle against what we don't like. But Buddhist wisdom reveals a surprising truth. Sometimes the quickest way to transform a situation isn't to resist it, it's to accept it. At first, that sounds contradictory. How can acceptance lead to change? The answer is both simple and profound. When you resist what's happening, all your energy is wasted on conflict. You get angry, worried, tense, but nothing changes because you're battling something beyond your control at that moment. Imagine being in the middle of a storm. You can shout at the wind, curse the rain, or fight it, but the storm will keep raging. The only wise choice is to accept that you're weathering a storm. Only then can you find shelter, wait for it to pass, or even discover new strength within yourself. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means stopping the waste of energy on refusal and redirecting it toward what truly matters, finding solutions, acting with clarity, and maintaining inner calm. When you accept reality as it is, you stop fighting the present and begin moving toward the future. Maybe you're facing a personal hardship, a crisis, or an obstacle that feels insurmountable. The instinct is to deny it, run away, or fight it. But the more you resist, the more you suffer. Instead, pause, breathe, and say to yourself, "This is what is here now." Something shifts inside you. You're no longer a prisoner of the situation. You're free to choose how to face it. True strength comes from acceptance. Only by accepting can you see clearly, learn the hidden lesson, and move forward faster, without the heavy burdens of anger and resistance. Buddhism calls this the way of flow, like a river that doesn't fight obstacles, but moves around them and keeps going. You too can learn to flow. It's not surrender, it's releasing the need to battle what you cannot change. Paradoxically, by accepting, you'll find life starts moving faster toward better things. Remember, resistance blocks you. Acceptance frees you. When you learn to welcome what is with calm and trust, the change you've been seeking comes naturally, and often much sooner than you expected. The inner strength of trust. We all seek security. We want certainty and immediate answers that make us feel safe. But life doesn't work that way. Nothing outside us is truly stable, neither work, money, nor relationships. Everything changes and can be fragile. So where can we find something solid to rely on? Buddhism points us inward, to the strength of trust within ourselves. This trust isn't naive hope that everything will go exactly as we want, but a deep awareness. Whatever happens, inside you lies the wisdom and strength to face it. You don't depend on your circumstances because you've discovered that your true refuge is within yourself. Think back to the difficulties you've overcome, the moments when you thought you wouldn't make it. Yet, here you are, stronger, more mature, more aware. Every obstacle was a test that strengthened your inner trust. Remembering this is like lighting a flame inside. It shows you're more resilient than you think. Inner trust also grows by listening to your intuition, a quiet voice that doesn't shout, but gently whispers what is right or wrong, when to wait, and when to act. We often ignore it, distracted by the noise of the world. But when you learn to pause, breathe, and listen, you realize it has never betrayed you. This trust frees you from constantly seeking approval. You no longer live to please others, but to honor your own truth. You stop chasing external securities and instead cultivate a calm born from awareness. No matter what comes, you will manage. That doesn't mean fear disappears. Fear will always be there, but the difference is that it no longer controls you. You face it, recognize it, and choose to move forward anyway. That is true strength, not the absence of fear, but the ability to live and act with fear beside you. Every day, you can nurture this trust with small acts, being present, caring for yourself, practicing calmness, facing obstacles instead of running away. Every time you choose truth over comfort, you strengthen your inner strength. As this trust grows, your whole life changes. You are no longer at the mercy of external events. You know the world can change 1,000 times, but inside you exists a stable, indestructible place from which you can live with serenity, courage, and joy. Your moment is now. Everything arrives when it's meant to. Many people wait for the perfect moment to be happy. When they have more money, when they meet the right person, when everything finally falls into place. But Buddhism reminds us of a simple and powerful truth. The perfect moment is not tomorrow. It is now. The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived yet. The only reality you truly have is this moment, this breath. Here you can find peace, joy, and completeness. Every step you've taken has brought you exactly to this moment, which is not a mistake or delay, but the right point in your journey. When you live fully in the present, you no longer need to wait for life to begin. You realize life has already started, and every moment is a perfect gift just as it is. This doesn't mean being passive, but acting with presence, trust, and without the anxiety of rushing toward a future that doesn't exist yet. Maybe today it feels like some things are taking too long to arrive, but remember, if they aren't here yet, it's because you're preparing yourself to receive them. Every moment is creating space inside you, forging your inner strength, teaching you trust. And when they finally come, you'll understand they couldn't have come at any other time. Your moment isn't hidden in tomorrow, it's now. Smile at the present and let life surprise you with what it has prepared for you. I hope these words have brought you clarity and peace. If this video was helpful, share it with someone you love. It might be the sign they've been waiting for. I love reading your thoughts. Write in the comments what touched you most, and leave a simple phrase to carry with you as a little mantra. Write, "My moment is now." That way, together we can remind ourselves that life doesn't wait for tomorrow. Life calls us now.